Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in today's update we are going to check out Ondo's price chart. And if you remember, in the previous video we were right around this area, and because I said, look, this seems a lot like an ABC zigzag, and then we got a very strong move down, and in it we took the low of our VLAG. Well, okay, makes sense to say this is an impulsive structure, maybe into a wave one, and it means unfortunately our move down in Ondo is going to continue a bit more in order to reach to about this important support between 67 to about 70 to 72.5 cents. So what happened? Unfortunately, we did go down, but this is not that bad. We did get like a very strong bounce back off of this important support area. Now, in Ondo, makes sense for me to be bullish, but right now I'm gonna be a bit patient and also a bit careful. Why is that? You see, if you want to argue that we're gonna have our final low around this area, let's say this is like a very important support, then okay, off of the lowest low in here, I need to be able to find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening, and I think we can all agree that this structure looks a lot like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up. So this naturally can be an optimistic sign suggesting the final low in Ondo is already in. But I said I'm going to be a bit careful. Why is that? It's actually because of the previous move right in here. You see, to me, this seems a lot like some sort of a three-wave movement and not on a higher degree, an impulsive structure down. And that makes me say maybe in Ondo we are having an ABC either in form of a running flat or maybe an expanded flat. And let's go around here. I think so far we can have like a running flat which looks like this. This is our initial move up into a correction for wave B, which in this move we are going to take this low and then another move up into our C leg, and in this phase we are not going to take the height of our A leg. If we take it, that pattern is called an ABC expanded flat. And for our sub waves, it's pretty much the same actually. ABC up into A, let's change the colors to white, okay. ABC or maybe a WXY down into B. From my point of view, it doesn't really matter. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up into wave C. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is going on. Let's actually delete all the waves in here. Excuse me, what just happened? There we go. So we can see the structures a bit better. You see, assuming that we say this is an ABC structure down, potentially with like some sort of a triangle into our B leg, something like this. Sorry about that. Let's just take this one again. Okay, then, well, okay. In this area, we also said this is an ABC up and this is a 5 wave on the upside, and well, on a higher degree, this might be overall an ABC in form of a running flat. And if this is the case, we can expect another move down in Ondo in order to take the lowest low down here about, let's say, 66 cents, and then hopefully that will be over, and at the same time we're not going to break this important support area and we're going to have a very strong bounce back. This is why I want to be a bit patient and also a bit careful in Ondo, because this structure can literally go either way. Now at the moment, what should we do? In my opinion, we should consider at least another move down in Ondo in order to possibly reach to somewhere around these areas. Why is that? Because let's say, well, okay, we are actually bullish and the final low is in that case, this is 1, this is 2, and then 3, 4, 5. And one very important characteristic of a wave 2 is being quite deep. And so far, this I think we can all say is not really that much of a deep correction down. And well, because of that, makes sense to expect another move down in Ondo. And in this area, I need you to pay full attention to the shape of our move down. If this is going to be a slow and choppy move, and in it between our pullbacks we have constantly overlapping of the waves, that can be an optimistic sign, suggests at least some sort of a low in here is in, and we can expect after this move at least some more upward price action. On the other hand, what you do not want to see in Ondo is from here a very strong move down, in form of an impulsive structure and end it. If we're not able to identify overlapping of the waves, then well, okay, we can consider at that point the possibility of having an ABC running flat in this area, indicating our move down more likely than not is not over. So for now, all eyes on the current move down, which I think is going to continue a bit more, and let's pay attention to the shape of it. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in ONDO's price chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.